to clear the old image, uh, just a distorted image. If I want to make, if I want to clear this distorted image, the first step, put on the layer. Okay, make a duplicate copy of this. Why you have to make a duplicate copy of this? Because if something happens to the main file, so it will spoil. So we make a duplicate copy of this. So we make a layer, double click on this one, and we'll make a layer of it. Okay, and to make a duplicate, shortcut is what? Either go to layer, new, duplicate layer. Okay, duplicate layer, or you can click and drag this by holding what, alternate key. Keep the alternate key press, drag it on the new layer. So okay, or a control key, don't say alternate, control key, drag it to the new layer, automatically new layer will be created, control key, huh? So you can refer to that as a right click and say rename that. We will rename that as or double click here, we'll make it as a duplicate. Okay, so this is your first step to make the new layer. Why? If it is spoiled, you have to create a new layer. Now second step is to clear all this whatever is there on the whatever distortion is there on the picture. We have to clear that. For that we are using the tools, that is the hot spot healing tool, or you can even use a patch tool also, whichever you want. Say spot healing will use first. Okay, use the spot healing, zoom that area and slightly increase. Don't try to make it very big like this. Try to, okay, make it, depends on the size of this. Okay, so right click here, slightly increase the size and just drag it on this. Okay, so remove part by part. Okay, remove this area, remove this area, remove this area, zoom it and do it. Okay, then this area also, small dot. For small dots, just click on that, so it should be clear. Okay, now this also I'll click and drag like this. Okay, this area also click and drag like this, a certain area. Now for example, here there is a skin as well as this area is there. You can use a patch tool also. You can take the patch tool and mark this area from here to here and drag it down here, so that that will fill here. Control D to remove this. Again you can mark this area also up to here and drag it to the better area of the hair. Control D to remove it, so that it will be clear like this. Okay, even though some patch is there, you can mark that patch also and drag it to the better area. Control D to remove it. In this case also I can mark this area and drag it to the better area. Then for rest, even this small patch is there here, so I'll just mark that patch and drag it to the better area. Okay, Control D to remove it. Now for small I'll use what, spot healing tool. I'll just click on that and remove that spot healing. I'll make it smaller size because the spots are very small, so I'll use a smaller size. Go on clicking on that. Okay, to remove that. So remove all this, zoom it, and then you click on that. Try to zoom it. Zooming is very important. Try to remove all the dots whichever is there on the picture. Okay, then use the space bar to drag it and remove all these blocks here, so that this picture, it takes very long time to do it. I'm not doing that, you try to do it. So remove all the spots from the picture. This is your first step. Okay, and zoom back and check whether this area is cleared or not. This area is clear. Similarly this also I want to do. For this I'll be using what, this area, patch tool. So I'll make a patch tool here. I'll just make a patch here, just drag it to the better area so that it will be match like that. So I can use this also. Control D to remove it. Okay, so drag it on top. This area also, Control D to remove it. This area also, either I can use a spot, because small whenever there is a small spot is there, you can use spot also. Spot, make it a small. Okay, small size, remove this area, remove this area, remove this area. So do it by zooming. Zooming is very important. So now you check, this area is completed, this area is completed. Now we have to do this area. Zoom this area now. Now this is a part of, I'll be using what? Uh, Patch tool. I'll just mark this area up to the mark of this and just drag it here. Okay, just mark this area, just drag it down here, control D to remove it. Okay, now that area is clear. Now this is a spot here, so I'll be using what? Spot tool. So just click on that. Okay, now here also I'll use a small, try to decrease the size, but don't try to make it bigger. So just try to remove this spot area here, spot area here. Okay, remove this spot. Zooming is very important. You have to do this by zooming the area. So this is done now. Now zoom back and check. Now see, this area is cleared. Okay, so even this area also, since it is a patch tool, I'll use a patch here, mark that area. This is my eyebrow, so I'll use the eyebrow here and drag it towards the eyebrow down here. Control D to remove this. Okay, the small thing which is gone on top, I'll use spot healing, just drag it down like this. Okay, remove this area, remove this area also, this area also. Okay, and this area also. Okay, now you check, see that at least now here there is a, it looks patch here on top. I'll use a patch tool. I'll just drag it this way, drag this and drag it to the better area on top. Control D. Now it is repaired here. Similarly, this also I can just mark this area here and drag it to the better area on top. Control D to remove it. Okay, this also I'll mark it properly, drag it to the better area, leave it. Control D. Okay, so like this you have to. Now assume that suppose this eye is totally spoiled, you cannot repair that. At that time you can do is, you take this highlight lasso tool, mark this eye here, mark this complete eye, control D, complete, even the eyebrow also you can mark. In case if it is spoiled, make a copy of that, control C and control V, paste it. See, there are this image, you will get it here. Okay, then rotate that image, flip horizontal, edit, transform, flip what? Horizontal, you will get it this way. Then you put it here. Okay, in case the image is totally spoiled, then you can reduce the size. You can, how to do it. You can reduce what? This area, so that it will match with that skin color. You can match, and then rotate it also, slightly rotate it and put it where you want it. So this you have to do if the image, a part of the image is spoiled. So then you can use this becomes a layer. Now you can use the eraser and erase the unwanted part here. So opacity, I'll make it 100%. Select this type of eraser, and then I'll erase the things which I don't want. Okay, take the small eraser, remove in between here. So you have to remove this in between. So like this you have to do. Okay, but this image doesn't require a copy. I'll delete it, but you can do that way. So this is clear now. This additional thing I want to clear, I'll use spot healing, small one. I'll zoom that, slightly increase it, not so much. Just click on that. Okay, not so much. I'll decrease the size. Click on that. So spot healing, that spot should be, the size of the spot should be equal to the area which we want to clear. So otherwise, if the brush size is more and the spot is very small, then you will get problem. Okay, so this is the way you have to clear the image first. So clear all the image, entire image you have to clear. Okay, first step is this.